guys, welcome to Table Talk, the show where we read your topics using the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter. Welcome our very special brand new woman in the building, Maude Garrett.
I am the new
Maude.
woman. Hi.
Maude, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What do you want to know?
All right, let's get this show started. Pick up the first. Hey, look, a wall from Reddit says for this next topic. For the next topic, you, the puller of this topic, must sing your response.
Right. That's pretty cool.
But what response were you asking for? Because it's not really a question.
You could do more than one note.
You just told me to read
There you go.
the note.
Well,
You just told me to read the topic, and now I'm going to launch it into the camera lane.
Whoa, this is tiny.
Thank you.
Goo222 from Reddit writes, "What's your never again list? What's on your never again list?"
The thing you only need to do once.
The
Yes.
Jurassic Park ride.
What? Why?
I have never felt fear like I'd felt on the Jurassic Park ride.
Yeah,
Really?
I thought it was never going to end.
Wait.
Have you ever had that thing when it goes up and up and up? So you know that feeling
Yeah, I don't
when
like that.
there's turbulence or the rides where you get that free fall feeling?
don't like
and
it.
I can't stand
Yeah, that's
I
one of
love
my...
that
No,
feeling.
that
Hate
mod,
it.
I hate it.
Hate it.
Okay, they do that
hate it
on
more.
the
I
Six
hate it
Flags
more,
near
trust
us.
me.
Have you been to the Six Flags near us?
No.
Why would
I
I do
have,
that?
but Six Flags is like a... I don't like Six Flags for several reasons. One, because I'm not a fan of roller coasters, and second, because
table
it's
talk.
like a parking lot with rides in it.
That sounds great.
The
What's
theming
wrong
of
with
it is
that?
not... I feel like I'm not immersed in a world when I go into Six Flags. Like I'm in a gross parking lot.
I feel like
I'm
I would
going
just
there to
hold
have
bags.
fun.
No, I would hold everyone's bags and caps and
So would
jackets
I,
while
and I'd be like, hey, you want me to watch your stuff? No
Yeah.
problem. I will wait on the exit of this ride for you. I'm sure it will be fun. Don't worry about me.
I love the
have no
photos
idea.
though. You know, like when you're on the ride and you get the photo taken.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
can like build up courage to go on that enough times, I would love to. Like I've actually done it once where, in a loop-de-loop, this is in Dreamworld on the Gold Coast. The loop-de-loop,
America.
I was able to lodge my finger up my nose mid-snap.
That's
and so
cool.
everyone was like, ah! And I was like,
That was a thrill ride.
it was but I had to go on it for work. So and I had to go on it like 10 times
How
in
did
a row.
that? Wait, really?
Yeah.
What was his
Over
job? Tell me
and
about
over.
it.
This is for Nickelodeon back home in Australia.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So were you very much against it? Were you like, I don't want to do this?
It was no, too high. It was the least worst of the bunch. So you've got the Tower of Terror, which goes. Ugh.
And as we know, the
Yeah.
Tower of Terror in Disneyland is a elevator that goes up and down a bunch.
Then the giant drop just drops you.
That's so cool.
Hate it.
No, we have the Superman ride, and that's one of those that goes up like this, and then we have a Lex Luthor ride that just takes you up,
I would rather
and then
not.
just drops you.
Yeah, that's.
Can't we have a ride that takes you up
And
and then like gently brings you all the
That's
way
an
back
elevator.
down?
I kind of. Some elevators are a little touch and go for me. If they go too fast, I'm like, whoa.
Here's
slow
my
down
gauge.
here.
Here's my gauge. Here's my like I was gonna say
Never been
gauge, but
scared
here's
in an elevator.
here's my here's
I feel like
here's
you're laughing at me.
you are laughing at her.
No.
I like
I
this
never-
shirt though, so it's okay. You get away with it. You get one. Everyone gets one.
Giraffe.
My gauge is the Pirates of the Caribbean
Yes.
ride. That first drop is about as much of a drop as I
Okay.
can handle.
There's drops? Where's the
Yes,
drop?
there's a
Before
first
the
drop
rapid.
when the ride starts. You go dead men
Oh.
tell no tales, and then you go down the drop.
Uh-huh.
That's the most drop I can handle.
Okay, so the Jurassic Park ride, which takes you up and up and up and up and
Yes.
up, and then you go. Zoom. I don't know if anyone else has had this, but I was so scared that when I was screaming, I stopped being able to make noise. So I was like, ah!
Yeah,
And I was like paralyzed. And I couldn't.
I know that feeling.
Man,
and I didn't
someone's
like
gonna use
it.
that pause button so bad.
Yeah.
throughout that
Definitely
whole
gonna,
motion.
and they're gonna make a GIF of that.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Here's the thing, though. I had to work up courage to get on the Jurassic Park ride first and foremost. It took me a while. I had a season pass, and it took me a long time before I could even work up the courage. Like I would go to Universal Studios like every weekend during this summer when I had a season pass.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was like so much fun. The Back to the Future ride, the E.T. ride, the Backlot tour, all that cool stuff. Original King Kong that smelled like bananas. Good stuff. But then I would work up the courage to get on the Jurassic Park ride, and what I would do is I would watch the drop. I would watch the ride come out of the drop area for like 15 minutes. I'd be like, okay. And I would look at everyone's
sweating
reactions,
thinking
and
about
I'd be like, okay, everyone looks like they had a lot of fun. Everyone looks like they loved it. Even these little kids look like they love it. And I'm a grown man. I was an adult. I was like over 18. I was like 20 years old, and I'm watching these kids go down. I'm like, all right, these 5-year-old kids look like they're having a great time. So finally, I work up the courage to do it. And while I'm on the ride, I'm looking for places to jump off.
Oh, I've done that before.
To get off the ride. I'm like, okay, maybe if I like loosen out, I can jump onto that. They'll kick me out of Universal Studios.
Yeah.
I will be arrested and taken to some kind of security thing,
But-
and then I won't be allowed back. But then I won't have to go on the drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
a lot to give up.
It was a lot to give up, and so I sat on the damn ride. And when the drop was occurring, it felt like it was never gonna end.
Oh, I know.
It felt like and I'm like, why do people think this is fun? Like
Oh,
all I can
'cause
think of
it's-
is why do people think
It's
that's
the adrenaline. It's like, ooh, there's a...
fun? I feel adrenaline when I like get scared.
That's what it is.
I
Yeah.
actually had it even worse. So, yes, the Jurassic Park ride is petrifying, but
Yeah.
I actually, on one last stop when I went to Universal Studios, I went into the Haunted Mansion.
Hold on, you're confusing your theme parks.
What?
Which one's that? That's Universal.
Disneyland.
No, Universal Studios has the... It's
Oh,
like the-
oh, you mean the one with the Universal Monsters where you go through it? It's like a walkthrough?
Didn't know they couldn't touch you. I developed
Yeah.
a phobia after that, a legit phobia. I had my very first panic attack in there, and I developed a phobia. And that
Oh,
was
wait, so you went
after
during
Jurassic Park.
Halloween, right? Like,
no.
was it like a Wait, there's a...
There's
There
just
is a
one
maze.
through-
It's right in the entrance. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
like
just
the
was like, just
Universal.
one last
Oh.
one before we go. What a great day
Maybe
we
it's
all
like
had.
it's like
That's
Dracula's
I went on
house
the
or
Jurassic
some
Park.
shit.
I went Jurassic Park, and it was the most scariest thing I've ever done. I couldn't even scream. Just dropped by the little mansion there. Came
And you
out.
walk through. It's like a walkthrough, not a ride, right?
If you're me, it's a drop to my legs
A drop
buckled.
to.
They buckled, and I had to
So it was a
like-
crawl through.
I had to crawl through because
They were touching you?
you know, like there's fight or flight, so you either
Yes.
punch or you run.
Yes.
There's actually a third one called fright,
Yeah.
where you become paralyzed.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, no, it's the
fight,
third.
fright or flight.
Fight or fright or
So I had
flight.
fright where I backed up, hit the wall, slumped, and then had a panic attack. This is the Jack in the Box room. There's a child's room, and then the toy box springs open with
Are
Chucky.
you sure it wasn't Universal's Horror Nights that you were there for?
I've done that too.
Okay.
You did?
Well, that was after the
excuse me.
phobia.
You just scared my tummy.
That was after the phobia. When I realized I had a phobia of dolls and Chucky and...
Wait, it was
Smaller
just then that
statured
you
people.
realized you had a phobia?
Well, it had been a year since the incident.
Sure.
And then I saw a Chucky while I was interviewing someone on the
Ooh,
red
that's a
carpet.
motion that was very interesting.
My
for a
microphone. I was
Whoops.
an
The way you did it
interviewer.
at first seemed very much like you were going somewhere else with it.
So it's my microphone. Is this even worse?
Yeah, don't do that either, because that is also a move some men enjoy.
So Anyway,
I'm not
saw
talking
a
about me,
Chucky
right?
on the red carpet, and then it triggered everything again.
Chucky on the red carpet.
And I cried hysterically, and the
Like the
camera
premiere,
started rolling.
is it a premiere for a movie and Chucky
I'm
came
going
out
to
of a
show you the
limousine?
video because it's on the internet.
Wait, like,
What red
Was he
carpet
dressed
are you
up?
talking about? Like the
for
premiere
the
of a
Halloween
movie?
Horror Nights in Universal.
And he walked the red carpet like a celebrity?
Chucky when it came out. No,
He's
don't.
just over there.
Don't
There's a
do
guy
that
in a
to me.
Chucky costume.
Don't do
No,
that.
I'm
Yeah, the creator of Chucky was there, and I was interviewing someone else, and I was remembering. I was like, I never really was scared of dolls and little people
Oh, I'm
until this
terrified.
moment.
Were you scared of
Dolls.
little people as well?
I am now. If they sneak up on me, because I thought it was a robot that came.
Oh, but it was a
everyone
little
laughed.
person. Wait, so did you...
I thought it was a robot. It was this mechanical movement which came out of the
Okay, so
Jack in the Box.
it fooled you.
Fooled me so bad, and I walked up to it going, I think it's a robot, and then it jumped out and it chased me, which is why I had to crawl.
Okay.
Uh,
Were you able to get out at that time, or did you have to go through the rest of the...
I had to go through the rest of it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Maude.
I'm scared of dolls. Like when I did the Halloween Horror Nights, they have this thing where like the tour breaks down. You have to walk through all the sets.
Yeah.
And they make it cool. They can't like touch you, but they
I
can
didn't
get
know
away
that.
with little things of touching you. Because there was like I was walking and I was with a group of friends and so my arm's down and all of a sudden I felt this.
No.
And I thought it was like a scared kid and I looked down. And it was a guy a guy in a Chucky mask and like a costume or
And he
whatever.
came to and
he
it was...
looked up
Wait,
at
it
me.
was a little person?
I
Yeah,
would
and
have
all they did was like just grab my
vomited
fingers like
on
that, and like I was like,
That's amazing.
yeah, and then he just walked away, and it was near like some kind of motel set, and he just went inside and like looked
What
at
if
us
he
as we
was like-
left. I was so
What if
scared.
What if he went, and then he opened up a secret door in the wall?
Yeah,
that, like,
and-
and then closed it, and then it just went back into wall. What would you do with that?
He wasn't even part
Yeah,
of
he
it.
wasn't even part. It was just a magical thing that came to scare you.
That is a terrifying night.
That's
Those
a
things are
terrifying
really,
nightmare.
really, really
Yeah.
good mazes.
Maude, Are you so like?
Do you want to? We should talk about something happy.
No, I like this discussion. What's a nope thing for you? Was that it?
Dolls are nopes.
Because my nope was the Jurassic Park ride. What's your nope? Something that you'll never do again.
A haunted mansion, anything like that.
Really? You'll never do that?
Well, I interviewed the guy who runs the nights, and he said that he trains the characters. What are they
That's
called?
cool.
Scarab-
I mean, that's a great. I like that name.
Characters,
yeah.
Something like that. It doesn't work with my accent. And they
It
basically, will scare everyone, and whoever screams the loudest, they'll focus on that person because fear is infectious.
So it's
if
like
one
The Price
person
is Right.
screams, and it kind of amps up everyone, and then everyone kind of has this effect. So
Jesus.
when I had
Sounds
my
demented.
incident, it was control firepower on Maude.
Usually when people say like their incident, they're referring to like a car crash or like something really bad.
It just affects me worse than any. Like my hands are shaking.
What? Really? I'm sorry. I don't want to poke fun
Have you
at
seen
you.
the Poltergeist ads as well? It's like a
Yeah,
clown doll. It's a clown
Yeah,
doll.
Oh, you don't watch horror movies then? I guess.
No!
Oh, I love horror movies.
I can't stand horror
Maude, we
movies.
got a big surprise for you this week then, because we're working on something that is about the three of us are going to do, and I'm very excited about it.
I should never have said this.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. We unfortunately we prey on the weaknesses here.
Evan Knights, Split Sniper 7. An alien comes to Earth and everyone gets to ask it one question. What do you ask?
Can I come with you? Can I come with you? And then it's just gonna be like, no. We'll be like, oh, can I have another question? No, you got one,
no,
bro.
you got one.
Ah, god damn it.
Would you go? Like, I always thought about that. Like, if I had a cool opportunity to do something like no one else gets to do, I'm like, I don't know if I'd do it.
I don't know, but you know
know.
what? I just read this thing about this sequel to E.T. that almost happened.
Oh,
Did you guys
God.
hear about this? It was called E.T. Nocturnal Fears.
That sounds awful.
That's what the sequel was going to be because they were like begging Spielberg to make a sequel to E.T. because it was such a success.
It was kind of scary.
Well, yeah, sure. It's kind of
Wow.
creepy.
Oh, it's like,
Yeah,
man, there
E.T.'s
is
a little creepy.
turd talking.
I know that like its head extends and it's like, and its fingers light up and it's like, yeah, it's got like old lady skin.
I prefer Jurassic Park over E.T.
All right, well, we weren't asking that, but I will say this though. I will say this: the E.T. sequel. Are you ready for what it was going to be about? Because you guys remember what happened at the end of
Nocturnal
E.T., right?
fear.
They leave, right?
Yeah. So E.T. goes bye-bye. He goes home. It's real sad. Everyone cries.
Spoilers.
At the end of E.T. So E.T. 2 is about an alien race that received the distress signal of E.T. from the first film and locked in on Earth and came to Earth to find the creature that was sending a distress signal, and it turns out that they are evil versions of E.T.
It's like Gremlins.
Yeah, and they come to Earth,
Spielberg as well.
and Elliot, as older now, receives a message on his little communicator device that E.T. built, and Elliot thinks E.T.'s back. So he and all of his friends and the sister and the brother
frightening.
go into the woods alone to go see E.T. again. They're captured by the evil aliens, brought into the alien spaceship, and tortured. The children are tortured.
So I get why the movie wasn't made.
Right.
I completely understand why this.
And there's a treatment that exists. Spielberg and his writing partner at the time, a woman who co-wrote E.T. with him, who was also his girlfriend at the time, they wrote the treatment for this movie, and it's very detailed, and it's all about how these evil aliens torture Elliot and his sister and brother and friends to try to get information about E.T.'s whereabouts. They want E.T. So back at Elliot's home, the mom is now with the doctor guy from the end of E.T. who captured E.T. because the dad went splitzo and he divorced the mom in the beginning of E.T. 2. So first of all, you got the divorce happening, then you've got alien torture of children. So then they come to try to rescue their kids. They get captured as well. Then E.T. comes at the last minute to save the day. He saves the boys. They escape the alien spaceship. The aliens hightail it out of there. E.T. sets their navigation device to go somewhere in the far reaches of the galaxy where they can't hurt anyone ever again. It shoots off into space. And then basically we get the same ending from the first E.T. where E.T.'s like, I came to save you, now I gotta leave again. And then they cry and then he leaves. Bye-bye.
I would ask the
If
alien.
they made it short, I'd watch that movie.
I'd ask the alien, how did you get here?
What if he was like, I just came out of a spaceship? Are you an idiot? Look, I walked right out. Does anybody have a good question to ask me? This guy asked if he could come with me. What do you got?
You got any?
Who says that an alien would have to use a transportation? Like, who says that their species hasn't figured out some sort of molecular manipulation?
Well, let's assume that for all intents and purposes.
Then I would say, how many more of there are you?
There you go. Let's do that. That's a better question.
I don't know how many more there are you.
Ooh, and everyone would be like, sick burn, dog.
Damn.
What would you ask?
Can you do tricks?
Do you think you can do tricks? Do you think you can?
Yeah.
Not can.
Do you think you can do some tricks? Do you think you could maybe do a flip?
And what if he's like, nah.
Do you think you could like?
All right, so I gotta go now. These were the 3 ambassadors of Earth you sent to me to ask me important questions. Anyway,
how many?
See you later. By the way, cured cancer years ago on our planet. Bye. It's like, oh shit.
On the ship.
You didn't see when he came in originally. We were brought here as ambassadors of the United States and Australia, and we were to ask this alien a question. And we asked him the stupidest shit. I asked him if he'd take me with him. I was being selfish.
You got denied.
And he said no. You asked him, what did he come in, even though we watched him come in a fucking spaceship. And you asked him if he could do tricks.
No. Do you think you can do tricks?
And this is garbage. We're the worst people. All this proves is that if the government is watching this, we are the wrong people to choose.
Actually, maybe it's the right.
Sure.
Reverse psychology.
If you play our questions backwards and in slow motion, we actually
It says John is dead. All right. Final one here. Hi there, you ho. From Reddit asks, if your belly button was a button with a function, what would happen when it was pushed?
Oh.
Bodily function, alternate voice, mood boost, etc. Alternate voice?
As if you would ever need to go something.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, dude, I gotta call my mom and fool her into thinking that I'm sick from school today. Hold on. Boop. Hey, this is the principal from the high school. This is not your son. Like, what would be the point? Why would you want that? Why would you want it?
What would it do?
What do you want it to do, Sam?
Could it shoot licorice out of my finger? It could do anything
Yeah,
I want,
anything.
right? It could shoot licorice out of my fingertips, or
Like at a dangerous speed, or
No, just like at a reasonable. Yeah.
what kind of licorice?
Well, good kind, like the red kind. I don't like I don't like the like generic licorice is not good. I don't like it.
But what if when you were sick and you did that, it tasted bad? Because your body's
like
making
it depended on what I ate. Like if I ate super unhealthy, like it tasted better.
It tasted better, yeah. But when you start to take care of your body, it tastes bad. It's like, this is really hard and stale and flavorless.
You'd need to have some sort of function built into your fingertips, though, because if you press the button and you didn't have the holes to shoot out the licorice, it would just contain in your fingers.
Yeah.
So they blow up. No.
Oh!
It's like Wolverine, but out of the fingertips. He kind of just pops through.
And what if you were like, let's say one over time was not cleaned properly, and it started to develop a little bit of a infection. And then the next thing you know, your finger is like getting all swollen and gross, and then the doctor has to go and slice it open, and there's just all this concentrated, gross
Licorice.
Yeah, there's like licorice and pus.
It sounds like a candy surprise, right? It's just a
Candy surprise.
No, what's a cooler one? I want it to do.
Because
he
he
says
says
mood booster, or if if you poke someone else's, it's like if you get your own, it's like yay. But if you get someone else's, way high. If you get someone else's, you can like make them in a really bad. Like really upset.
Okay, when
like,
I was a kid, I used to get these. Oh, so you want it to be a mood thing?
Kind of.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, when I was a kid, I had these Masters of the Universe toys.
Did you have Castle Grayskull?
No, I never had that. The rich kids got those. So I had this one that like you would press the tummy and it would like create battle damage. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but you
So it was
call
like
it tummy.
You press the tummy on a He-Man or Skeletor.
I say tummy.
And it would spin around to a version of the chest that had battle damage on it, like a big scar,
cool.
like a big bloody scar or something.
So you'd be like,
So that's what I would do. Yeah, I'd push my belly button so it would flip around, and I'd be like, oh, I'm in pain.
Wait, that's actually no. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna do a photo shoot.
Okay.
All right, and I want to be looking really good, but I don't want to like work out, so I hit the button.
Oh, and abs!
Abs! And then.
So why wouldn't you just leave it on forever? Just leave it on
It's got
abs.
a time limit. Well, if we get the mood booster, why don't I just tape that sucker down and be happy?
What were the other options in it? Oh, you'd let go.
It would be
well, it's
like,
anything
so it'd
you
be
want.
voice change. It could be anything you
I
want.
liked the examples. I thought that was quite clever
Really?
and creative.
They were creative. I will give them
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but I think we should take the time and effort to create our own.
Ooh.
Oh, bodily function was another one.
Yeah, bodily.
So, if it was automatic puke, man, that'd be so cool.
I don't want.
No, like I would make sure
Yeah, I
no one
don't
else
want
could
it.
get it. No, because like there's sometimes when like for.
I
a
mean,
joke,
I know, but yeah, I guess you're right.
Please stop pressing my
There's
button.
probably some people that already make it happen by pressing their belly button.
Yeah.
If someone's really grossed out, it's like, please don't touch my belly button.
I want it because sometimes I don't know what to say to people when they make me mad, and I think puking on them is a pretty good response to that. I don't think it's adult.
Don't you dare touch my belly button, man. You know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
You know
Hey,
what'll
can
happen.
you come over here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just puke in their ear. Yeah.
I want it to make the bam, 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 bam sound when I press it.
All right. I look at somebody, I hit the button, and I shapeshift into them.
Ooh, whoa.
Yes. Yes.
I'm the ultimate spy.
I'm gonna need your glasses for this, but I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, I just pressed the button, guys. Now, because I looked at you and I pressed the button. That's what's happened.
Is that supposed to be me?
You don't hear it?
I swear to God, guys, I sound exactly like him.
You sound like Chucky from Rugrats. Oi, I'm Maude, put another shrimp on the barbie.
That's pretty fair.
I love the crocodile on
Hold on, I'm gonna be Sam. Ready?
That's pretty good, Sam.
Oh, I forgot to show this off. Hold on.
Oh, look at
there
this.
it
Do a little
is.
fashion show for us.
Whoa, you are.
Do you see it?
Give us a
Dead
flip.
seven.
Flip on the
Oh
chair.
yeah, do wait, do you think you can do a flip?
Do you think you can
You can do a flip? Flip on over and show him. Show him, Sam.
Just do a flip.
Just do a flip real quick and show him.
Best view in the house, buddy.
Okay. All right. Did you
I like that you matched your underwear to your shoes
Thank you.
perfectly. Perfectly.
I like to match.
That I get.
Guys, thank you so much for watching Table Talk, the show where we take your topics, we put them in the bowl using the hashtag Table Talk. When you submit a topic, we might put them in the bowl using the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, or you can go to reddit.com/r/SourceFed and go to the appropriate thread where you can type in your topic there. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Sam Basher.
I'm Maude Garrett.
What happened?
Baby, okay, baby? Sam will be fine. He's a little bit.
Oh
It's a
man.
little blood.
He's a resilient. I don't think your ankle should
Push
be
the
doing that.
button.
Push your belly button.
Everything's good.
Hey, remember when Nintendo was all, hey, we're never gonna do mobile games, suck it, mobile. And then they were all, oh wait, everyone and their mom has a goddamn mobile phone. We should probably make mobile games.
The two main protagonists are twins, Jacob and Evie Fry, who realize a hierarchical injustice and decide to take matters into their own hands and run their own criminal gang.